Welcome back to another episode. Thank you all for the interest you've shown and all the subscribers we've received. It's been really, really good.
Let's start. How's our week been?
Yes. Well, my week has been busy, very busy, but I've felt so tired. Like all week I have felt so drained, and I know that's because my mind's running of all the things that I want to do and how excited I get in my mind. My body just hasn't caught up yet, and it's like we just need to rest. But I don't want to. I'm pushing myself through it, and it's not working. So the bank holiday was lovely. Did a lot of family stuff, but I had to just rest yesterday, just take a break because, well, I tried to, but obviously having a family, you can never just rest and do nothing. But I was really cool to do that yesterday. I was so tired, but I feel better today because I did recharge, had some rest, and then my mind and my body have now aligned and I'm back together. How are you?
Glad yours has. Yeah, I come in today and said the word, I feel discombobulated. Like, I just don't know whether that is even the right word. I feel a bit here, bit there, bit over there. And that's been since Friday, I think, really. I can't put my finger on why. I'm still sitting with that to see what's what. A few, I wouldn't say big challenges. Been through a lot bigger, but I just feel a bit unsettled.
Yeah.
And even today, but yeah, even tired. Bank holiday, I feel like I've had less days and I've had more days. And I just have not rested. But I think it's just out of routine for me. So anything out of routine or that I've had planned, if that goes out, I know I struggle with that anyway. So yeah, back in today. Do a little bit of work, see what's going on. But yeah, I just feel not here, but I'm here.
But don't you think as well that when you've got like a bank holiday coming up, because you think, oh, I've got an extra day, you try and ram everything into that day. And in your head, you're going, I'll do this, I'll go there, I'll do family time, I'll go and paint the fence. And, and then you just think, oh, it's just the same amount of time. I've got it is an extra day, but in that day, you try and fit everything in. So your body's just like, oh, what are we doing?
Yeah, I had 3 chilled days that I haven't even had one out of them because everything changed, but it's all good.
Yeah, keeping you on your toes. That's when you've got to go with it. You have to, because when you think I've got it all sorted, and then they just throw a
you said that, didn't you?
Yeah,
never say you're chilling.
Never say you're chilling, because it never works out like that. It always goes crazy. So, yeah. But it's nice. It's nice to get back into. Hopefully, this week will be a little bit more relaxed.
But I think everyone's feeling a bit of it at the minute, a bit of change. So just roll with it. Let's see what everyone else is feeling.
Yeah, so we've had some messages. Some people have wrote in anonymously. The first one that's come in, it says, I feel like I've got into a bit of a rut with life. Nothing is particularly wrong, but I don't feel very fulfilled either. It's been making me feel a bit flat, if I'm honest. Like I should be grateful because everything's fine on the surface, but I just don't feel very excited about anything anymore. I think that's the hardest part. It's not a big obvious problem, it's just a feeling that something's missing. I think I just need a bit of guidance on how to feel more like myself again. Oh, so they're going through at the minute.
I'm feeling 2 different responses to that. The first, if everyone is feeling like that at the moment, we've seen this, especially over social media, that all the changes are coming. People that are not even into this were hearing about the horse was turning up, and we've been through this whole change. Well, I'm still waiting for the horse to turn up. Yeah. It's stuck somewhere. But jokes aside, that is what people are feeling. They're stuck. They were waiting for this. We've seen it in people doing the work. We're waiting for that hard work we've been putting in to release or come in and flourish into something, and it isn't quite there yet. I can feel the energies are still heavy, the energies are still very difficult, and the lessons are still coming for people. And I think so, even if you're not in tune to that, can't make sense of that, I feel that is still happening.
Yeah, because it's like you're waiting for something.
Yeah, so we have New Year standard of January, don't we? But in our sort of world, it's March. And we're still waiting for some changes to come. So people are feeling flat, they're feeling frustrated, they've had a lot of changes, they've lost a lot of people, whichever way that looks. They've had a lot of changes in work life, they've had a lot of changes in relationships, but now what? Yeah. And I think people are lost. That said, also comes with the healing journey.
Definitely.
So it's 2 different ways to look at it. I think mass are feeling the first one. But if people are on a healing journey, you will lose people, but you will find yourself, or you lose yourself finding people. Choose wisely.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
all I'm going to say, and you can move on from that one.
I think with myself, where this come from, I think, again, they're feeling unfulfilled, but are you filling up your own cup? That is a question as well. Are you doing the work for yourself? Because how do you know what fulfills you if you don't go out and look for it? Like you said, you will, like last year was, the year with snake, if people do follow this, but you lose a lot, especially yourself, that are big parts of yourself when, things that you've had close to you your whole life as crutches, they were moved. These were big, big changes. But unless you're looking at the bigger picture, and unless you're really going in to see what does fulfill you, what do you want to fulfill you, what makes you happy, what is in your life that ticks your boxes, you're never going to feel fulfilled, ever.
It depends how long you've lost yourself for other people. When you start doing this journey, you actually still stop and say, who am I?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a very scary, difficult stage to be at. One, how far you've lost yourself and you don't know who you are anymore. But now, the new one, who do I become or who do I want to be? And we've been there and still go through some of them stages because it's a journey.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not a one fix or I can tell you what to do to fix it. It is a journey, and it's just navigating that with each bit that comes up, I think.
Don't you find as well, when new things do come up, you think you're one person, you think you know who you are to a certain extent, and then your life will completely change again, and boom, you're a brand new, different version of yourself, and you can reflect on even 6 months ago, and you're not that person. Some people don't even recognise the person from even 6 months ago. So it's about really, you can do the work you want to do and try and connect to yourself as deep as you want. But when you do change, you have to just be prepared for that. Every day is different, and you are not the same person as you was probably yesterday. There's things that will happen or impact in your life, and you will continuously go on this change and this roundabout of emotions, if anything. So don't be so hard up on yourself, like searching for these big eventful things to happen, because they're not like that all the time. You have to put the work in. You have to go looking for it. They're not going to knock at your door and tell you, oh, here's your life, everything you want in it in a package, there's yours. Because we've all had to go out and search for what we actually want, because you don't know what you want until you go searching for it.
No, and that leads on to some people think they need fixing. It's a massive thing I've seen over this weekend, and it's not, you don't need fixing. You just need finding, and you need to find who you were before all this stuff happened. So you're not actually finding someone new.
Yeah.
The mad story is you're not finding someone new. You're finding exactly who you should have been before all these things happened, or you started pleasing everyone else, or you started losing your identity to fit or be with who you think you need. So guess what? When you start changing that identity back to who you should be, will they stay or will they go? And that's all my advice would be from this today is, there's a reason why you started looking for you again. Just stick with it no matter how difficult. And if people are meant to truly be around you, they will stay. And if they're not, they will go. But just don't ever lose yourself trying to please everyone else, basically.
Look for yourself most. That sounds selfish, but I even remember you said
selfless, whichever way people look at it.
I remember you said to me, even your kids don't come first. And I was baffled. I thought, what do you mean the kids don't come first? The kids are, to be a good mum, I have to put my kids first. But it's not, because you have to fill your own cup. You have to make sure you're the best version of yourself and you're ticking your boxes and you're happy. Because once you're happy, everyone else gets a beautiful version of you and everyone else is happy.
And who wouldn't want the best version of you? If they're truly there for you, then that's what they want. So like I always say, you're not just a mum, you're not just a wife, you're not just a partner, you're not just a daughter, son. You're you. And if you be you first, then watch everything else around. So the next one, we've had someone else write in. I have just started the journey to explore myself and find out who I am and what I want. After having a trauma Reiki session with you guys and a group healing session, just want to say thank you for helping me. Liberated and more aware of myself and feelings. I'm excited to continue this journey.
That's so lovely. Firstly, thank you for for writing and saying, how she or he feels after that. But I think everyone feels that when you first start Reiki or when you first start your healing journey, the emotions and the change you can feel inside yourself is overwhelming because you can see that shift completely. And it's beautiful. When you first start, it's scary. I mean, obviously.
No, enjoy the bit while they're at this bit, I think I was going to say.
Yeah, but this is the exciting part because it's all new and it's, you're like, oh, I'm started speaking out, or I'm having more confidence, or I don't feel so tired or emotional to the thing that was consuming me every day. And this part's beautiful. Like, it's really exciting. I remember when I first started mine, it was I wanted to try everything.
Yeah.
It was just I couldn't get my hands on enough. It was just great. And then sitting having Reiki and then going on to healing, especially staying with the same people. That's how I did mine. People are completely different, but I built that trust obviously with yourself and other people that I was seeing. And that also helped because I realised that you can trust other people and they don't have to be with you from the day you were born or be your best friend or, be with them every day. These can be people that you don't know, and they just hold space for you for what you need, and they don't want anything off you. They just want to take the pain away. And it was just, so liberating.
It's a big realisation though, isn't it, part of your healing, that you only know what you know. And until you open that wide world and start going to meet other people, sometimes that's when the penny drops. And it can be hard because you start piecing together, well, if I'm going to people that I care about and love and I'm not treated the way I am when I'm going to places that people don't even know me, hang on, what's going on? But in, like you say, enjoy this part because it is the magical part. It's the way in. But yeah, just enjoy it and not go to new events. I've been to some of the stories I could get some of these events are hilarious. You never would have put me there. People were like, what's she doing? Like, where's she going? What's she off to now?
She had. Yes, actually, but in a good way.
But I look back now and there's some of the funniest times. Would I do some of the stuff again? Probably not. Did it bring something out? Yeah, must have, because I wouldn't have been there. But it's also, you meet that group of people, don't you? And they probably come back in other areas of my healing for different reasons.
And they're all on the same journey as well. There's no one that's sitting there top of their game and, they're doing the work as well. Like, that everyone's in it together, and I think that's what you can feel. But I just remember always saying to you, I felt like, Alice in Wonderland, looking through the looking glass into this world, and I was going, does everyone know about this? Like, this is actually out there. And it was so exciting because it wasn't so much as doing it, it was how I felt. I was starting to really feel into my emotions, and like you say, that's not always good because you are going back to your foundation. You're questioning things that have been there throughout your whole life, going, no, you can't talk to me like that, and no, this isn't right behaviour. And it was being called out every day. So then that's when it goes a little bit deeper.
Then you get confused because what's normal and what's not normal, what should I be accepting, what shouldn't I be accepting. That's question, and I want to let everyone know everyone goes through that stage multiple times because every time you face something different, it's deeper, and you get exactly the same questions. Am I overthinking this? Am I not? But just enjoy. One thing I will say is enjoy. It is a journey. Enjoy it. We're here to live. Don't just jump from one rat race into another, because people will do that. You'll go in, you'll journal every day, you'll meditate every day, you'll do everything that you think's right. And then what? You've just swapped it for something else. So just, if you don't enjoy journaling, put the journal down.
Do what's right for you. Don't just do it because someone's doing it and, well, they must be right. No, if this is how you got to tap into your own emotions, and this is the part where it all changes, is because you start to become aware of you, because you're putting everything before, even work, kids, life, everything's before you. But when you start this journey, the main thing is to start being with you for the first time.
Choose for you. Your choices.
What makes you happy?
When life, we're made to go to school, whether we liked it or not. Some did, some didn't. We go to work. We do a job. Majority of people I see in my room do a job they don't like. It brings them no fulfillment. They don't enjoy it, but we do it because we see a bigger picture or whatever reason that is. So we're doing something again that we don't choose to do, even though we're choosing to do it. That's another debate, but we're not choosing to. We don't enjoy it. So when you're saying to people, well, how do you feel? The amount of people that stand there look at you and say, what do you mean? Or what do you want to do? Well, I get a choice.
Yeah.
Because some people have got...
Whatever you want to do. I don't know. I'm easy. whatever, or oh, I don't know, or sheer panic. Or I haven't had to think what I want for so long.
Even from kids who don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's what it is. And when you give them the choice, even, do you want a journal? Do you think I should?
Do you want me to?
Shall I? Is that going to help me? And tell me, fix me. You tell me and I'll just do it.
And that's the biggest thing people struggle with on this journey. There's not a book that will tell you step by step to get from one place to another. And don't follow anyone else, because that's their path. So you'll do it and everyone will do it until you get to a point and say, well, I'm still at a place where it's not me. Because no, it was theirs.
Yeah,
and it was their path. So that would be my advice. Enjoy it. Say no to things that you're not enjoying. Try them, because I always say you don't know. There's things I've been to which I'm glad I didn't know what was coming, but I wouldn't go back. But I've tried it and I've done it, and just enjoy it, because I can laugh about it now, and there's loads of stories.
Yeah, because it is a journey. Like, it's fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not. Yeah, we're gonna cry. There's gonna be tears. There's gonna be pain. It's gonna be struggles. But if just try and find that little bit of light and have a little bit of fun in the dark times, because that's what gets you through. That's the whole purpose of life, is to be happy. Even healing. I feel like I've outgrown one of my friends, but I feel so bad even thinking that. It's been making me feel really conflicted, if I'm honest. Like, I know something's changed, but I feel guilty even thinking that, because they've been in my life for so long. I think it's more that I just don't feel the same connection anymore. But I keep questioning myself, like, am I the problem, or am I just overthinking it? It just makes me feel a bit off, because I don't know what to do about it. I think I just need to know if it's normal to feel like this, and what am I supposed to do without hurting them. And I wasn't smiling through that.
Relates so much,
this
doesn't it?
relates so much.
I don't know anyone that's not questioned that on the journey.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it's whether you do something about it or not. Because people can feel like this, and everyone, I believe, on a journey or not, will feel like this. But it's whether or not you want to do something about that, or you're just happy just to carry on and plod, even though this is not doing well for you.
Right, first thing that's come to me. The classic you will get is you've changed.
Yeah.
Damn right, I've just paid a couple £100 for a course. I better have changed, so I'm going back.
And I've been squatting and rocking in the corner for the last 3 months.
And if we were the same and happy where we were, we wouldn't be searching for the changes. So that's one point of it. But when we change, who doesn't like the change and who does? And it, like they said, it's not that other person's done wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always. And it's not that they've done wrong, which you'll question yourself, because it depends who everyone else jumps on, which one's bandwagon, which is another thing. Who follows who, and where does the divide?
So that falls on their insecurities.
Yes. But you have to stand and just make your decisions for once, I think. There's a lot of different points to that, which I'm trying not to forget them all, so we cover them all. But people will... You keeping friends with someone doesn't mean you have to fall out, but you keeping friends with someone to lose yourself, I wouldn't say that's a friend. Maybe you had that discussion with them and let them know where you are and where you're at in your journey. And if they don't understand, that's a them problem.
Yeah.
But it is a difficult one, because I think there's so many scenarios. It depends what's been said, where you are in that situation, who it is.
Has it fizzled out, or...
But one of the hardest parts is it becomes lonely. Some of these friends will come back, because there's a quote that I use quite a lot. People won't understand that sometimes you need to isolate to heal. You have to come away from everything to find who you are, just for a bit before you can go back out to everybody else. In that meantime of hibernating, people will get the hump and annoyed, and they will disappear, or they'll make an issue in the meantime. They've already told you who they are and where they are, because you're not feeding, they're disappearing. When you come back out, you then have a choice of where you entertain this energy and who you entertain in your circle. And I knew why this come to me this morning. It's going to come now. For many years, people would continue to want to sit at other people's tables. I don't care, my table has one leg. I'll build that table for me. And if people want to come and join that table, they're more than welcome. But what I will never do is go and sit on a table where I'm not welcomed, or where I lose myself, or you have questioned why I've had to do what I have to do. I'm strict, my rules are quite high, but that's for me, because of the work that I've done. And that's in any scenario. It's not just for that person. And if people can't understand that, then that's on them to look deep. But vice versa. When something's happening, and the healing's not always projecting out to everybody else. Sometimes we have to sit and say, have we done what we need to do? Have we been the best person? Probably not. But then we need to think, why not? Because people have a choice. We don't all know. People, oh, this is a famous, well, I don't know how to do that. Or I don't know how to do this. You didn't know how to walk. You didn't know how to go to the pub. You didn't know how to play golf. You didn't know how to drive a car. You didn't know how to do that. You learn what you want to learn. So people will learn to adapt to the new you, and vice versa. You will learn to adapt to the new them, or you don't.
Yeah.
People will do what they need to do to be with or be where they need to be. So I don't cut for the, I don't know that, or I don't know this. I didn't know my job when I started. You go into new things, you learn. If people don't want to learn, that's clear enough for me. So that's my advice. I am straight to the point, but that's doing after a lot of work. But that's what I would say to my clients in my room.
No, I completely agree. This fits, I mean, I think like you said right at the beginning, everyone has done this at some point. Whether you choose to actually see it through, that is ownership on yourself. There's loads of different scenarios they can do. The first thing, have a conversation. Have a conversation with your friend and see if they're feeling the same way. Have a chat, communicate as to what maybe is changing your relationship, what can you do differently. However, if it's something where they're not the same version they were, or they're not fulfilling you or making you happy, then obviously you've got very strict boundaries, and I think that comes after a lot of work. People, that is one of the massive things that you have to work on, is boundaries and adherence to that for yourself and other people. Some people do struggle with that. Oh, they are trying, or they didn't mean it, making excuses.
We've been friends for so long.
Making excuses because it's easier that way. Like you say all the time, denial's a beautiful place. Oh, you know, they said something direct. Take their behaviour and what they said as factual, or you can either twist it and turn it to fit the narrative and how it makes you feel, because it's easier. If they're doing something that doesn't make you happy, whether it is a friendship or family member or work colleague or manager or husband or wife or whatever that is, whatever that relationship is, if that is not bringing you joy, snip it. It's dead weight. I know it sounds really bad and it sounds quite ruthless, but once you move that dead weight out of your way, it makes space for a better relationship to come, because they're not going to clamber over that. If you've got rubbish friends around you and you're going out and your vibration's low and you're not happy, and what do you think is going to happen? They're going to, a big group of friends that are on your wavelength and all, you know, doing everything you want to do, they're going to say, oh, hi, come over here. That's not going to happen. You've got to cut the weight. That's where it's lonely. That's where you get rid of all the people. You sit there, you're like, I've got no friends left. Like, I can't go out. I can't go out doing this or doing that. I've got no one to call. But then what happens is beautiful relationships start coming.
And new things, because you're not made for that old stuff anymore. And that's difficult. It is very, very difficult. And how I try and explain it, and even in my own mind sometimes, if we truly love that person, which we're not saying we always hate people that you have to divide from and they're not bringing stuff. It's not because you fell out or you hate, or
you don't
things
wish
have
them
changed.
well,
You just don't fit anymore, and that's okay. But sometimes it's just, if you love that person so much, sometimes the best thing you can do is walk or distance. And why I say that is sometimes that mirror has to flip. They have to ask why you walked or why you left, and that could be the changing of that person. And sometimes that is where it comes back together, and sometimes that's the change. You making that step, you've actually made them a better person. Some people will not. Some people will never look at themselves, but they give us reason to look at ourselves. So everyone has a part to play in every single journey. And I don't expect everyone to be on this path or on a healing journey, because then who would we have reminding us that we need to change and be on these journeys? So everyone fits into their place or where they should be, but just choose where you sit, and that's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree.
Now, I just want to say a massive thank you, as we're quite overwhelmed with the responses we've had and the requests we've had come through. We can only get through so many in a session, but please don't let that put you off. People, please keep submitting. We will eventually get round to everyone's questions as and when we can.
Yeah, just write in, no matter what it is. No matter what is going through your head or what you need advice with, we will try and go through everything we can and answer as honest as we can be. Yeah, and obviously share some experiences that we've had along the way. So, yeah, keep writing in.
Yeah, the more raw you are, the more raw and real we can be.